Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at Battlbox Mission 95. There's some awesome camp and outdoor gear in here. Let's check it out. All right, everybody, welcome back. So, back from CES, ready to get into some more news gear. And this came in from Battlbox. This is the monthly box. And as you guys know, these are kind of tiered level boxes. You buy in tiers. You buy the basic, the advanced, the pro plus. There's all sorts of different levels that you can choose to participate in this. This one actually has a very good basic box this month. So let's get into the first bunch of items from the basic box. All right, so we're getting into the basic box. The first thing I'm going to start off with is the Aqua Tabs. You guys have seen me demo these. These are the larger ones. These can do 4 gallons of water per tablet, and it takes about 30 minutes to kill any kind of viruses or anything in the water that's bad. And they're very, very handy. Having something small like this and portable with the ability to clean a bunch of water, really, really important, either for out on the camp or for at home. Really important thing to have with you. And the best part about these is they don't need another tablet to clean up their taste afterwards. They have no aftertaste whatsoever. You just drop them in there, wait 30 minutes, and they'll clean up your water. And there's a pretty decent amount in there. I believe these are 100 tablets. Okay? Yep, 100 tablets. These will do 4 gallons of water per tablet. So it's definitely cool. You do want to filter the water ahead of time if it's got silt in it or it's muddy. It's not going to take that away, but it will purify the water. So if the stream looks clear and you're unsure of it, you can definitely take this out and put one of these in and purify up to 4 gallons of water. Next up, we got some chamois and some cleaners going on here. This is the field chamois, the chamois sponge, and the kitchen chamois. These things are actually pretty darn cool. I opened up one of these before, and they're actually pretty handy. At first, I'm like, oh, great. What do I need this for? But, you know, we kind of forget that going out while we're out camping or out during emergencies, or, you know, if you're involved in some kind of law enforcement or kind of civil organization that helps during emergencies, you're going to get dirty and you're going to get sweaty and you're going to need to clean stuff off. And these are really handy. The field chamois is kind of like a towel that never stops working. Even when it's wet, it dries really quickly, and basically you can just squeeze this out and get out any kind of water that's left in it and keep drying yourself off or drying your gear off. It's kind of almost feels like a little bit of those old school dish towels that mom used to have, but it's kind of like a microfiber feel to it. The sponge is kind of cool too, because it's a very unique sponge. It's what they call a high capacity foam sponge. I wonder if California is going to ban it. It's super absorbent, and it absorbs 15 times its weight, unlike little cellulose cheapy sponges that we might be tempted to toss in our gear over time. So it's definitely kind of cool. Let's take a look at it and see. Yeah, and there's 2 of them actually in there. That's very, very cool. So these can be used to kind of scrub things up or wash things up or just kind of soak up water. Definitely a good deal. I'm going to open this one too because I forgot to open it up. And this does have a little carabiner on it. Let me just tearing stuff apart here. There we go. Oh, wow. That doesn't want to... I should have cut it, but oh well. It does have a carabiner on here, so this does clip easily onto your gear whenever you're going to need it to be clipped on. Then last we have the kitchen chamois. Now the kitchen chamois is kind of unique because this is a outdoor... product to wipe things down and to dry stuff. Kind of like the field chamois, but it's a bit more absorbent. So anyway, these are kind of handy for tossing in your camp gear, your car emergency kit, whatever. You've got that background there to always make sure that you're nice and dry and your gear stays dry as well. And we have another item in here that's I'm going to get into that's really unique that will keep your gear dry. But let me move this out of the way and show you the Wooks here. This box now. We got that awesome knife from Wooks last time, but this one is an all-in-one tactical gear cleaner. Okay, there's nothing worse than having a piece of gear fail on you because you didn't take care of it. That's the absolute worst. And this product can clean everything. Your guns, your knives, any kind of tactical bit of gear you have, and it will keep it protected as well. So here is the cleaner, okay? And you're just going to spray this cleaner onto your items, and then they give you a microfiber towel and a little bit of a scrub brush here, toothbrush, it's actually wood, to clean up the items. And then you got your microfiber towel on the bottom there. to keep things clean. So we are going to give this a try. I would use this more for my everyday carry pocket knives and stuff, and my fixed blade knives, because they tend to get very dusty and cruddy and, in your pocket all the time with lint. See how well that works there. So that is the basic box. That's a $77.96 value. We're going to move up now to the advanced box. All right, so we're moving on to the advanced box, and this is the one item that's in the advanced box, and this is a bone dry rust prevention handgun case. Now, I know people are looking at this going, it's just another handgun case. This thing is cool, and it works. I tested it out with a fixed blade knife the other night to see how well it would do. This will actually wick the moisture away from any product you're putting in here and keep it rust-free and safe. Now, they do advise you to put a little bit of oil on the item that you're trying to dry fully, but if you've ever dropped something in water, like let's say your carry piece or whatever, you drop it in water, you go home and of course you clean it, but you can't get everywhere. You can't get inside every little nook and cranny. This thing will do that, okay? This is really, really cool. You can dry it off, stick it in there, and let it dry itself and soak all the moisture in. So for your firearms post-exposure, like they say, they want you to use a little gun oil on it. It does have the moisture wicking technology. It has absorbents in it. That's like a trademark name. They feel like little balls, it's probably like desiccant type stuff. And it does wick the moisture out of there. And you do have double zippers on the top here. I'll show you what it looks like on the inside. Okay. You do have another pouch in here. You have straps for magazines if you want to attach them. You have a little pouch in front, a little Velcro in front if you want to stick it on there. And I'm actually going to try and use this today and see how well it works for me. I'm pretty impressed with it though. When I stuck that, I just had the Green River knife that I have. I wet it down and I made sure that it got wet under the scales. I wanted to see how well that would work. Then I took, just dried it off by hand, and I took this thing out and I dropped it in there. And I came out yesterday morning and the thing was bone dry. So definitely worth its weight in gold. And the nice part about it is, do you see any water in that? No water whatsoever. Not even water in here. Let me see if I can open that pouch for you. I didn't put it in this pouch, but it's not like it soaks in anywhere. So it's definitely a handy little thing to have. Now, the advanced box, the total on this is $135.95. That's everything here you see. And this will do up to 2 handguns at a time. So you can stick 2 1911s in there or whatever, and it will do it quite well. All right, let's move on to the Pro Box, and that is a $230.94 value. I'm going to dig that out for you next. I think we're going to have to move the box off the table for this one. All right, next up is something that I am definitely going to use, and that is the Climate Wild Aspen 2.0 sleeping bag. This is rated down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit or -7 Celsius. The size on this, it's a regular size, 74 by 30 inches, and it's about 2.5 pounds, so it's not really all that heavy for what it is. It does come with the compression sack, and I'm sure if we stuffed it in there, we could probably stuff it down a little bit smaller. But that is it right there. Really nice sleeping bag. Now, if you know Climate Gear, you know they make really good stuff, so I really don't have any worries about that. This really hits all the marks for the price point. It's comfortable, durable, water resistant. It's got a nicely designed foot box on the bottom here. I have had other sleeping bags where they have that foot box, but it tends to taper in, and you feel like your feet are just kind of like this all night. It's kind of annoying. So this does stay the same size on the bottom all the way down, so it does look like it's going to be a lot more comfortable. This is a 3-season mummy sleeping bag, okay? So you can use this for up to 3 seasons. Again, out here, 20 degrees Fahrenheit is probably the coldest we're going to get. Yeah, once in a while we get down to the teens, but maybe it's one day a year. This is actually going to go into my vehicle and replace the sleeping bag that I have in there, because I keep it as an emergency, blanket / way to sleep in my vehicle during an emergency. Coming back from CES, coming over the mountain, we had some seriously bad weather, very low visibility, lots of slush and ice on the road, and it was sleeting. So, thinking about pulling over and waiting till the weather clears is always a good idea. And that's where this comes in. You don't have to keep your car running and kill your battery or your gas or whatever. And you've got this thing sitting there to keep you nice and warm. Now, this does have synthetic filled insulation. It's lightweight, durable polyester shell. It resists water and abrasion. It's fully adjustable deep pocket, has a mummy hood there so that you can close that up, zip it up tight, or keep it open for a little bit more breathability. And the zipper draft tube keeps the cold air out. The zipper comes up here. Have you guys ever had that happen in sleeping bags where the zipper won't go up all the way and you're sitting there freezing on the side? Let's take a look at the inside here. I just want to pop it open and show you what it looks like, because I have not opened this one yet. Oh, and it came in green. Cool. That's the color I wanted. You know, a lot of times with Battlbox, you'll get random colors, random stuff. So it's kind of cool when it comes in the color you want. So there you go. There's the top of it. And that is what it looks like. And it does feel like a nice warm. See, I put my hand in there already and it's like, ooh, it's nice and warm in there compared to out here in the garage. So that is the Wild Aspen 2.0 sleeping bag. Definitely, if you've used Climate Gear before, you know they make good stuff. And I'm really happy to have this. Probably, to be honest with you, I don't really emphasize much on sleeping bags, and this is probably the best one I have, which is kind of sad. I should have a very expensive one, but I think this one's going to work well. And I have others that I've used for years, and they do work. They do what they're supposed to do, but I think this one's going to keep me a little bit warmer. So let's move on now to the Pro Plus box. That will be a $316 value. So I'll bring it right back when we come back. All right, the Pro Plus box. That is a $316 value total of all the stuff in there. That's not what you're paying for it. That's the value of the Pro Plus box. Now, if you guys know what this color box means, you know you're in for a nice looking knife. So let's take a look at this. This is the Spyderco Resilience. It is the lightweight model. So these are fiberglass reinforced nylon to reduce weight. And I will say this thing is very light. The metal on it, you know, it feels sturdy, but the metal on it's pretty cool. It's a little stiff because it's new. So there is the blade. Okay. Now it does have a serrated blade. I'm kind of not too keen on serrated blades, but it's all right. It's razor sharp out of the box. I have not opened it yet, so let's see. Yeah, we're shaving hair. So that's cool. I'm not a fan of, I feel like we lose a lot of blade real estate with a serrated edge. That's why I don't like them, but I know some folks love them. And it is luck of the draw, depending on what you're going to get. Will I keep this? Absolutely. You know, hey, it's a nice looking knife. It's a Spyderco, and it's very well made. Very light in your hand. But you know, the cool part about it is it's light on the back here, but it doesn't feel front heavy. You know, everything's kind of very well balanced, and now I understand why people say they like Spydercos, because it's a nice looking knife. So a little bit about the knife. This stretches all the proven features of its family of extra large platforms, ideal for big hands and big cutting tasks. Like we told you before, this has the injection molded fiberglass reinforced nylon, or FRN, handle scales. It'll reduce overall weight of the knife, but it's still tough enough where it's not going to crack on you or give you a hard time. Love the texture on this. What do they call it again? I forget what they call it. Bidirectional texture pattern. That's what it is. Really nice. And as you can tell, I got big hands, and this thing just fits right in there. So it's almost like carrying a fixed blade knife with you. So I definitely like that one. We're definitely going to be using that for something. I'll find a use for it because it's a good knife. Now, a little bit about the knife itself. The blade is 8CR 13 MOV steel. There's skeletonized liners inside, sturdy liner lock in there. Definitely not going anywhere. Let's see how it lines up. Yep, perfectly centered. Can you see that? It's hard to see on such a tiny monitor, so it perfectly centers up. You can open it like that, no problem. I might drop a little bit of oil in there because it's stiff because it's new, but definitely nice looking knife. The overall length is 9.4 inches. Blade length is 4.2 inches. Closed is 5.20 inches. And the edge length on the blade itself is 4.2 inches. Again, 4.4 ounces, so it's super lightweight. Blade thickness is 0.122. Always get those things wrong. Or 3.1 millimeters. The handle, FRN, of course. Fiberglass reinforced nylon. Carry position is ambi. You can carry this pretty much any way you want. You can move the clip for tip up or tip down. It is tip down carry in the concurrent configuration, and honestly, that's kind of how I carry all my knives. That's what I'm used to, so that's probably how I'll be carrying it. So anyway, that is Battlbox Mission 95. Some decent outdoor camp gear. Might even be a good camp knife, to be honest with you. Decent outdoor camp gear. Decent stuff, ways to keep yourself clean, ways to keep yourself warm, and a really nice pistol case that I will be testing out today because I plan on going to the range. I have to renew my range membership. Today's my last day on my old membership, and I figure, hey, good time to work on the skills. So I will try that out today as well. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. I do have the link to them down below and the discount there. You can get a 15% off of subscription products using my code Iridium24. You can cut and paste it down below. It will be below there. Below that, we have our My Patriot supply link. That's preparewithiridium.com. On that site, we have $200 off the 3-month kit, $50 off the 4-week kit. We have a 2-week kit that's on sale there. If you're interested in clicking around on the site, now I know when you go to the site, there's only two things there, just my 3-week kit and 4-week kit, 3-month kit and 4-week kit. Click on those links, check it out. You'll end up on the My Patriot Supply site, and you still will be able to hunt around and see all the other gear they have, because they're not just food. They have a ton of good prep gear that we've reviewed on this channel over the years, as well as awesome food. And if you're looking to get started, get a good boost on your preparedness levels, that 3-month kit is an awesome way to go. It's affordable to begin with, and now you're getting $200 off on it, so can't beat that. Below that, we have our freeze-dried wholesalers link, another company that I trust very much with the storage food. I have a good amount of their food put away, so I'm an actual user as well as an advocate of it, and I do use that stuff almost daily in my food. So check them out. My link will save you 15%. So you can put together a whole order, and I've had people message me and tell me, well, I only bought one thing and I saved a little, but thanks for the savings. Then I've had people message me and said, hey, I stocked up, I got a ton of stuff, and I saved $400. So that 15% adds up the more you buy. So definitely check that out and use that, as well as our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. If you guys are interested in trying out Thrive, there's been a lot of hype about Thrive. It's really good stuff. Trust me, I use it and I eat it. And if I eat it, I'm pretty picky, so it's good. You can check it out. I plan on doing a video coming up probably at the end of the month on all their vegetable options. I want to start showing you some more of their vegetable options and what's available. I've had a lot of people ask me. I tend to focus on proteins because I'm more of a carnivore type person myself, but I want to show you what's in there as far as vegetables, because there's a very, very good selection of vegan and vegetable type stuff for you guys out there as well. And lastly, our Amazon affiliate store. If you like the video, click the Amazon link, check out what we have in there. A lot of the gear that I use in the channel is in my Amazon store. If there's nothing in there you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. Really helps us out. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Stay safe and stay prepared.